For today's headlines, Duterte on Sara's prexy bid, not now, some other time. Duterte says Pacquiao punched drunk to claim cash aid lost to corruption. DTI clarifies move to standardize adobo. Rody now fully vaccinated. C credits spark opposition row. Pope to spend a few more days in hospital after operation. Spence says focus key versus Pacquiao. Easterlies affecting the country. Good morning, I am Sandy Locos and you're watching Tribune News on Q. Today is Tuesday, July 13, and now the news. President Rodrigo Duterte on Monday night said his daughter, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, should run for president some other time instead of the May 2022 elections. In his public address, Duterte publicly discouraged his daughter again from seeking the top post in the government to spare her from vagaries of politics and criticisms of those in the opposition, such as Senator Leila de Lima and former lawmaker Antonio Trillanes IV. This was the first time Duterte had publicly commented on the declaration of his daughter that she was open to running for president in 2022. On Friday, Duterte Carpio said she was considering a possible presidential candidacy in response to a reporter's query during a chance interview in Cebu, a vote-rich province. Duterte said he wanted the opposition to win in the next elections so they can run the government. Duterte Carpio is considered the front-runner in the presidential race after she topped the recent surveys. 5 major political parties have also expressed support for her possible bid. President Duterte on Monday said Senator Manny Pacquiao was punched drunk for alleging that 10.4 billion peso government funds were lost to corruption. In his public address, the president took a swipe at Pacquiao anew for accusing the DSWD of supposedly failing to distribute billions worth of pandemic aid to 1.3 billion eligible beneficiaries. Earlier this month, Pacquiao alleged that only 500,000 out of the 1.8 million Filipinos under the government's social amelioration program have received financial assistance through the use of e-wallet StarPay. He added that he has a credible witness to prove the irregularities during the aid disbursement. The Boxer lawmaker added that he would present more corruption allegations against the Department of Health, the Department of Energy, the Department of Environment and Natural Resources in September after his fight with undefeated boxing champion Errol Spence Jr. in the United States. Meanwhile, the DSWD and the Palace have denied the allegations raised by Pacquiao, saying it was politically motivated. The Department of Trade and Industry on Monday clarified that its move to standardize the Filipino dish adobo is not mandatory, but only for the promotion of the cuisine overseas. Trade Secretary Ramon Lopez maintained that aside from the government's priority to fight the pandemic, as well as pushing for the economic recovery, efforts are also being made to bring back the creative industry exportation. The trade chief highlighted that it is not just the standard they are discussing, but the traditional recipe that is being consulted with the culinary experts. He maintained that the DTI only wanted to be sure that the Philippines has its own version of adobo that should be promoted in the international arena. Some compare the dish with the Mexican version of adobo. We will be back. Stay with us.
Make long distance easy with the Mirage G4.
Every time I'm on the road, I can expect high performance from Phoenix Fuels. Now with Pulse technology, delivers enhanced power and acceleration to make every trip come alive.
Viber is the free and secure way to connect with friends and family, anywhere. Send messages and make phone and video calls for free. Download Viber now.
President Rodrigo Duterte has been fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Duterte on Monday received his second dose of Sinopharm's COVID-19 vaccine 70 days after his first jab. This goes against the World Health Organization's recommendation to administer the 2 doses of Sinopharm vaccine 3 to 4 weeks apart or 21 to 28 days. Duterte, 76, received in Malacanang his second Sinopharm shot, which was administered by Health Secretary Francisco Duque III. At press time, the Department of Health has yet to comment on the 70-day interval between Duterte's first and second doses. The president received on May 3 his first Sinopharm jab, which was donated by China, even if it has yet to receive an emergency use authorization from local regulators at that time. While the ruling party PDP Laban seems to be falling apart, yet another political turmoil is also crumbling the opposition. The reason? An ongoing feud that cracked the delegation sent by the Aquino administration to secure the country's historic arbitral win at The Hague. These were prompted by Carpio, who bared that the advisors of the late President Noynoy Aquino had been bitterly divided over the decision to challenge China's expansive claim in the South China Sea before an international court. Carpio claimed that the delegation was divided into 2 factions, one in its favor, led by former Foreign Secretary Albert Del Rosario, and another group supposedly against it. He did not mention who was behind this group. The retired magistrate also enumerated instances that caused the rift between them to grow deeper, including the memorandum of Rosario being rewritten in Malacanang and the inclusion of the status of Ito Aba as among the issues to be resolved by the tribunal. His remarks were rejected by Hardaleza and Hilbay, with the latter denouncing his remarks as falsehood and inaccuracies. In a 5-page statement issued earlier, Hilbay slammed the former top magistrate for positioning himself as the voice on the West Philippine Sea, despite being an observer who did not have any authority to speak for or bind the Republic during the arbitration. Pope Francis will spend a few more days in hospital following his colon surgery, the Vatican said on Monday, adding that the pontiff was cheered by Argentina and Italy's weekend victories. The 84-year-old underwent planned surgery for inflammation of the colon on July 4. The following day, the Vatican said he was expected to stay at least 7 days at Rome's Gemelli University Hospital. It was not clear if Francis stayed up to watch the European Championship final between Italy and England, which his adopted homeland won on penalties. But he likely heard the celebratory fireworks and raucous beeps from cars and scooters across Rome. The Argentine Pope has spent much of his recovery period pacing the hospital's corridors. His mood is likely to have been lifted on Saturday by Argentina's win over host Brazil in the Copa America final. Tribune News on Q will be back after these reminders.
Iba ng panahon, dami ng bago ngayon. Pati ang mundo natin, well, nagbago na rin. Buti ano bayan, bigger, better na. You can buy to centers, pati sa mga partners may online pa at app. You can buy it with your fingers, still phone remittance and more. Online shopping, Bago ng mundo for all your pera transactions, all new Bayad.
Manong Joe po!
At Ate Maita,
Matapos ang magkasunod na buwang pagbaba, bagyang tumaas ang overall electricity rates ng halos 9 centavos per kilowatt hour ngayong buwan. At paalala lang po, maging energy efficient po tayo.
lalo pag mainit. Dahil masirap ang appliances at mas makonsumo. Buti may bright ideas tayo na based sa Meralco Power Lab tests. Engineer Alfred?
Alam nyo ba, ang lumang aircon, mas mataas ang konsumo. Up to 682 pesos ang dagdag kada buwan kumpara sa bago. Mas energy efficient kasi ang technology ng bagong aircons. At kung inverter, pwedeng lampas 1,000 pesos ang savings per month. Piliin din yung may horsepower na sakto sa laki ng kwarto. Kung hindi, halos 1,000 ang extra gastos buwan-buwan.
Sundan ang tips na to. And visit our website para
You have the power this summer.
Blink and you die. That's exactly what Errol Spence feels it's going to be if he lowers his guard against Manny Pacquiao in the World Welterweight War scheduled on August 21 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. The undefeated American, holder of the World Boxing Council and International Boxing Federation 147-pound belts, swears he has to utilize his advantage in height to repulse whatever the 5'6" Pacquiao brings on fight night. Knowing what the seasoned Pacquiao can do, Spence insists he has to be on toes all night long. Despite the huge size difference, Pacquiao, 42, didn't look at all affected. Weather Bureau Pag-asa on Tuesday said that Easterlies is currently affecting the country. Pag-asa said Visayas, Caraga, and Davao region will have cloudy skies with scattered rain showers and thunderstorms, while Metro Manila and the rest of the country will have partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers or thunderstorms. Temperature will range from 25.6 degrees Celsius to 31.8 degrees Celsius. And that wraps up the stories this morning. Catch the latest news on our website, tribune.net.ph, and follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, Tribune Now. The Daily Tribune is one with the nation in facing the COVID-19 crisis, and in line with this, the Daily Tribune digital edition and press reader is now available for free online. You can also download the Daily Tribune app on Apple Store or Google Play to get the latest and most comprehensive news online. Daily Tribune is also inviting everyone to join its community Viber Kachibu to get updates on the freshest and hottest news and entertainment stories of the day. Tarsito emoticons are also available on our community Viber. Just visit the secret store and search for Kachibu Community. And before we go, we would like to thank the SM Store, the Department of Tourism, Araneta Center, and Alan Lin, Council Member of Overseas Community Affairs, Republic of China. Again, this is Sunny Locust and you are watching Tribune News and Q. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay at home. Good morning and have a nice day.